Hey y'all, it's your girl Shonda in Charlotte. It's breakfast time. I need to make some food, and today I'm gonna make a fried bologna sandwich the not normal way. Okay. I think I might have some leftover um, sprouted bread. I got some bologna. This is made with chicken, pork added, so it's probably not the best, but I'm gonna try it. And then I'm gonna, instead of using oil, I'm gonna use, I can't believe it's not butter spray. And let's get my stuff out. Okay. So I'm going to turn on this front and I'm going to spray some of my, I can't believe it's not butter spray in here. It's 0 calories. Auntie got to use readers now. Yeah, 0 calories. See there? Okay. But that don't mean you spray a lot. I'm just coating the pan. This is already a non-stick pan. Okay. And then let me see if I have more of my sprouted bread. I just bought some other kind of bread. Let's see. Okay, no. All right, well, I'm gonna have to use my regular bread, guys. Tony Fine says use bread that's less than 100 calories per slice. This is 7 calories per slice, 70 calories per slice. So this is fine. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping. Take my 2 slices of bread out. And I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping my fruit. I'm gonna have a mixture of strawberries and blueberries. Tony Fine says anything with berry in the name is gonna be a better fruit because it's gonna be less sugar. So blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, all of those are really great for breakfast. And in fact, let's get her book out to make sure that we're following the rules. Okay. So this is Tony Fine. This is her 6-week fat loss transformation guide. And it came with this Fit Chronicles telling you how to exercise and all of that. All of that. You first got to figure out how much calories your body burn. Now, I'm an OG Tony Fine stan, so I have this from years and years and years ago. Um, mine is 2000. So, all right. How much of the strawberries and blueberries? I think I'm gonna do a half a cup of blueberries and a half a cup of strawberries. But what I gotta do is get, and y'all, this is a lot of food. So that's why I love following people's plans. Now this is a whole cup. I don't need a whole cup. I love following Tony Fine's plan because if you follow her plan, you're gonna have more food than you can eat. These are the blueberries. I'm gonna do a half a cup of blueberries, and I'm gonna soak them while I'm cooking the rest of the food. Okay. So no, don't just sit there and raw dog some blueberries. Actually measure them out. That's why you need a food scale. When I bought her book, it came with the food scale. This is the food scale. This is how you measure yourself out. She says that's the best gym equipment you can ever buy. All right, so that's a half a cup of blueberries. I'm gonna do a half a cup of strawberries, which isn't a lot because these strawberries are huge. Probably can only get like, you know what? I'm gonna switch out the really huge ones for some small ones so I can really measure accurately. So I'm trying to find the ones that'll actually fit in here. So that's about a half a cup of strawberries. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the greens off of them. Okay. There. So that is my essentially my 1 cup of berries. All right. Now what I'm gonna do now, after I put these back in the refrigerator, the way that my ADHD works, y'all, I have to do stuff and put it back. Else, if I leave things out, it's going to be a huge mess at the end, and I just can't deal with that. So I'm going to get my fruit and veggie wash. I got this from Trader Joe's. So this is what I do. Put some in there, and then I fill it with water. Some people put baking soda. I'm gonna put some water in there. So I'm gonna let this sit while I cook. But some people put baking soda, lemon juice in their fruit wash. I don't like the taste of baking soda on my fruit. I feel like it makes the fruit not taste well. All right. So first thing is I'm going to fry this bread, and I'm going to use, not fry it, but I'm going to like pan sear it. So what I like to do, just to give myself a little bit of extra flavor, is I like to spray this. I can't believe it's not, but it's already 0 calories. So it's not hurting nothing. Spray this. And I'll just put it in a pan like that. And just let it like get a little toasty. And then I'll do my bologna. Okay? And then what I'm gonna also do is cut up a cucumber for myself. Okay? So I just got this from the grocery store, and I haven't cleaned up my counters yet, y'all. So you're gonna see. Now this meal is not exactly in Tony's book, but following her guide, you will kind of get the idea of what kind of, you will get like how you'll start to pick up on like what she means when she says to um like when you'll start to figure it out is what I'm trying to say. You'll start to figure it out because like you'll start eating the same thing over and over again, which is fine if you're somebody that needs to be told what to eat every single day, for sure. And you do that for as long as you can. But if you do it for as long as I've been doing it, you start to figure out, oh, so I can swap out this for that, same calories. But you got to follow the plan. Now, I'm not saying that I'm perfect, because if I was, I would actually already have lost all of the weight that I wanted. Okay. So, peeling this. Let's see if this equals to 3 ounces of veggies. All right. So, all right. So that's zeroed out. Oh, this is on pounds. Hold on. I gotta put it on ounces. There we go. 3 ounces of vegetables. I was trying to figure out what are breakfast veggies. Okay, I'm almost there. All right, that's 307. I don't think I can. Okay, let's see. That's 306. So that's like 3 ounces of veggies right there. Okay, I'm gonna put this last little piece in a Glylot bag for later today. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna put my 3 ounces of veggies. Remember, I got a whole cup of blueberries. I'm gonna season this with no salt seasoning, and let me check on my bread. Okay. And see, it's a little toasty on this one side. So I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. And then my protein is the bologna. My carbs is the bread. It's a satisfiable carb. I got fruit and vegetables, which you should probably have more fruit than vegetables. Fruit and vegetables. But also you got to make sure your protein content is enough to sustain you. So that'll be the thing too. So per the book, let me see. So it's basically like 5. She got 3 ounces of turkey, 2 ounces of avocado. I don't have any avocado. I should have bought some when I was in the store just now. Okay. 3 slices of easy Ezekiel bread or Dave's Killer bread, 2 whole eggs scrambled, 1 cup of egg whites. That's day 1 through 4. And then you can change it to 3 slices of Ezekiel bread, 1 ounce of unsweetened almond milk, and 1 ounce of egg whites topped with sugar-free syrup, half a cup of berries. That's day 5 through 9. Day 10 through 14, 3/4 cup of oatmeal, unsweetened almond milk, and water as much as needed for your taste, 1 cup of liquid egg whites, and 1 whole egg. Then you got 6 ounces of sweet potato and 8 ounces of lean ground turkey. So some of these meals is a half a cup of berries. So essentially, I could take out like the strawberries or just do the strawberries and not the blueberries, or just do the blueberries. Okay, and basically, you don't have to really measure out your veggies. On this salad, it's like 9 ounces of boneless, skinless chicken, lettuce, cucumbers, tomatoes to make a salad. So I actually didn't have to measure out my cucumbers. I'm just eat the one that I peeled. All right. My bread is toasted enough. Now, spray some more of this. I can't believe it's not butter spray. And then I'm going to pan sear these little 2 ounces. This is one slice is 32 grams. It's 80 calories. So I'm going to do 2 slices. I probably could do 3. And also, but I'm going to just do 2. So that's the protein. And then I bought myself some cheese. So I got some Mexican blend and I got some mozzarella shreds. Now these are plant-based, dairy-free. So I'm gonna sprinkle this on my bologna sandwich. So it's a bologna, fried bologna and cheese sandwich. And I'm gonna give my bologna here some time to do its thing. I don't need it to be like fried too hard. So I'll come back when it's doing its thing. Maybe do I need to turn this up? Probably don't turn it up a little bit because I'm hungry. Hold on. My ADHD got the best of me. This bologna is almost done. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. It's done. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is put this back in here, stack it up. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get my cheese together. Let me see what kind of cheese. I think I'm going to do the mozzarella cheese on this bologna sandwich. I don't know how bologna and mozzarella go, but I'm going to put that. They didn't have this in the slices. So Daya, if you have the sliced cheese instead of the shreds, that would be great. And because I don't eat a lot of cheese, I'm going to stack this on here. Okay? So that's that. Daya, plant-based. I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't eat cow's milk or apparently almond milk. So there's that. I'm trying to get up all this cheese. All right, and then I'm going to put this on top. So that way my bread can get back toasted because I didn't let it get too cold. There we go. And so I'm going to do it like a grilled cheese, but this is a grilled bologna and cheese. Let that go down like that. And I'm going to check on my fruit. Okay. The other day, I was eating some strawberries and I had one in my mouth and I looked at another one on a paper towel that I had and a little small spider came out of it. It looked like a spider. I don't know what kind of fruit, what kind of insects be in fruit, but that reminded me that I needed to make sure I wash all my fruit. So I'm a country girl. I'm used to just eating stuff straight out the field, but you shouldn't do that unless you wanna eat some spiders. Unless you wanna eat some insects. And the good thing about using way too much fruit and veggie wash is it forces you to have to wash these really, really good. Okay? Because you don't want to taste the fruit and veggie wash, even though there's really no taste to it. I don't want to eat that. So remember, I only need a half a cup. So actually, I'm just going to eat the strawberries and I'll save the blueberries for later because I'm sure I'll need some berries for later. All right, it's time to flip. All I'm trying to do is make sure I get the milk. Get the milk this. All right. And I think that was it. So the protein is in the cheese, the bologna, my carbs is the bread. I got vegetables and I got these fruit. And I'm gonna save y'all. I found the best thing. So like I'm gonna save these for later, right? And so I found these little thingy bops from off of Timu. And so all you gotta do, it'll fit like any size bowl. And some pretty gnarly size bowls too. So you can just do like that and put it in the refrigerator. Okay? And if I really wanna get this to, I'm gonna just put a top on it to let that heat really melt that cheese. Now, I will remind you that that's vegan cheese, and vegan cheese does take a little bit. I ain't even gonna lie, it takes a little bit to melt. So I'm gonna make sure it melts because the last thing I want to do is have my cheese not melted on my bologna sandwich. All right, meal almost done. If I would have pre-planned this and already had my vegetables cut and my fruit already washed, it wouldn't take as long. And if I hadn't been on a 10-minute hiatus, I wouldn't have had to do all this. Okay, so pre-plan your meals. Go ahead and cut up all your vegetables, put them in a bowl, cover them up, and then you can just take them out as you need it. That's probably the best thing. I'll probably get my daughter to cut up the rest of the cucumbers today. That will give her something to do. And then I'll probably wash the rest of the veggies and put them in a different type of container. I got to look at my experts and find out what's the best container to store fruit and vegetables in. And you guys do a good job of letting us know how to do that. All right, so I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit, and in the meantime, oh, let me put my stuff back up. Put my butter up. Put up my cheese. And I already drunk my coffee. All right, so I'll see y'all when I feel like this is melted a little bit. That ADHD again. All right, I think we're good to go now. Ooh, child. She's crispy. Is that going to make me not eat her? Absolutely not. Okay, turn that off. Set you down. Okay. I really don't need no seasoning on here. This is the meal. One thing I probably should have had some egg whites. So hungry. Mmm. Think that cheese is melted though. Let's try it. Mmm. With my half burnt bologna sandwich. So good. Cook your meals at home. You're gonna be broke ordering on DoorDash every day. Trust me, I know. And we getting fined for Christmas time.